Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a blog, a vlog, a rant, or whatever you want to call it, but I feel like it's important for me to share this bit of information with you guys because what I'm coming to learn is the fact that I'm not by myself, and a lot of people have been feeling the exact same way, especially this day and time. So I know y'all see the title of this video. These jobs don't care about you. Okay. I've been on a journey with jobs, career, trying to make money for the last 20 years, 20 something years, over 20 something years. You know, initially they tell you, go to school, get a degree. At this point, it may be good to get, a graduate, a doctorate or whatever, who knows, but whatever. They tell you go to school, get good grades, as I did, honor student, overachiever, always doing well, in school, and just kind of reveling in the idea of being like a top student. And, I still am. I still have that working mind, that analytical mind. That's who I am. But at the same time, still also simultaneously feeling pushed to be able to be the best as well, make your parents proud, get the good job, make the money that you're supposed to, and that's the way it's supposed to go. And then you're supposed to make all of this money, be able to buy a home, buy the cars that you want, have money to be able to spend, take care of your family, all this. And hey, that's the American dream, right? A lot of times it doesn't go like that for a lot of people. For me, getting married early, like right before I graduated from college, and then literally being 2 months pregnant with my daughter when I graduated, and then ended up being a stay-at-home mom for a while, so really didn't get to use a lot of my skills off top or go into any type of internships or anything like that. That kind of set me back. So for years I was at home with my children, which I enjoy, and if I had to do it all over again, I would. Those are precious years to be there with your children, and I'm very particular about who my children are around. Even they're teenagers, and one is about to be an adult now. I'm still very particular about that, because it's very important when children are of impressionable age, who you have them around and who they pick up certain things from, because it's hard to break certain habits. And on top of that, just putting them in daycare and just having other people watch them, I really was just not a fan of that. And so there was an instance that happened with my daughter, put her in daycare, she started to get all these bites, etc. Don't want to go into that story, but it just further solidified, okay, I guess I'm supposed to be here for a reason and not working for a reason. And like I said, if I had to do that over, I would do that again. However, I am an individual, I am a person, I am an analytical person, I am an overachiever, I look for success. My life took a shift, it took a change. I was a full-time mother, so that was my career, that was what defined me, and it was a very difficult time for me to really find myself over all of those years, because I thought myself to be an overachiever. I'm supposed to have this career, this is what I'm supposed to do, and when I didn't do that initially off the bat, it just kind of threw me off as to, okay, what am I supposed to do? What is my purpose? What am I to do? And then as my children got older, of course, I started my own little businesses here and there, made a little bit of good money, supplemental income to bring into the family, as my husband still is the main provider of the family. Grateful for that. But I still want my achievements, my success, my career success, so when my children were older and I was able to work, hit the ground running. Looks like the only thing, like I said before, coming out of college, I didn't have a lot of internships or the ability to kind of work my way up in an entry-level position to develop this type of career that I wanted. And so I ended up in admin, clerical, and even call center. Most of my experience is call center with a sprinkle of data entry and other things like that, right? And what I come to realize is over those years of having specific jobs of that nature, as someone stated, and this video popped up on my YouTube feed, and I was like, I was inspired. I said, let me go ahead and make my video, because I've been thinking about this for a while, and I was like, nobody wants to hear about that. But then this video popped up, and I was like, you know what, it's my time to share this. You know, call center jobs. I've seen so many TikTok videos where I've laughed, I damn near cried, I almost had PTSD, because I'm like, this ish happens for real in these call centers. Like, I thought it was just me. The last call center position I had was it was actually this past February. I resigned. I was there from like September of 2023 to February of 2024 this year. And why I tell you, if I tell you who the company is, I ain't gonna do that. But it gave me so much anxiety. And to be honest with you, I already deal with managing anxiety and depression, right? So if you have something that exacerbates that irritates that is like a trigger, that's not good. And the reason why I kept the job for as long as I did, because I really wanted to bring in a little bit more income for our family, because there were certain things that we were looking to do. And I'm sorry about the half. The sun is rising right here, so it kind of has my face like that. Yeah. So the thing is, I wanted to bring in a little bit more income to the family for specific reasons, and I felt like as a mature adult who is here to help provide for my family and my children, it will be very immature and it will be selfish of me to quit at this point in time when we're trying to accomplish a certain financial goal. And so, you know, I hung in there, and it just tore me up mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm talking about every day I got ready to go to work, the anxiety levels were so high. I would have panic attacks. My head would be like just foggy. I would go into the office and it felt like my eyes were watering, like going into the office. Now, this happened to me working in offices. I don't know if this happened to you. Let me know if this has. Like when I go into work offices, office spaces, it's like whatever they clean with or whatever the carpet is or whatever is in there, it just irritates my eyes. So my eyes are automatically get like itchy, irritated, dry. It's like I just don't want to be in these buildings. And I found over years, it's like I don't like to be closed in. I want to be free. I don't want to be sitting at a cubicle, sitting at a desk, especially when they assign you seats and sometimes you're not even sitting near a window if there is a window in the office. It's just no outside contact until you take your 15-minute break or your 30-minute lunch. And it's some people that stay inside the office their whole 9 hours that they're there. Me, as soon as I get to a break, I'm running to my car. And you know, I just want to get away. I want to get outside. And even on my lunch break, I never eat with anyone. Some people say you're very quiet, or we want to get to know you, or you know, you're so to yourself. First of all, I'm an introvert extrovert. I'll talk when I need to explain something, give a presentation, whatever. I have no problem with that. But out of all of that, I prefer being by myself. I prefer being to myself. People are draining. It's too much. Like, people have too many different attitudes. They expect different things of you. Certain people are hard to deal with. I'd rather not deal with any of that. I want to avoid that because I don't want the other side of me coming out. I'm a very cool person. Like, once you get to talk to me, like you say, I'm quiet. Some people might think I'm uppity. Once you talk to me, you'll see me smile. You'll see my smile. I'll talk to you. I'll laugh with you. And then I'll go back to what I'm doing. You'll find out I'm a cool person. It's just, I don't run my mouth all the time. I don't run in cliques. I just like to go do my work, do what I'm supposed to do my work effectively and efficiently, do my job description and my job duties, and go home. I'm not there to make friends. I'm cordial. I have associates. I will say hey to you, good morning, grand rising, whatever you prefer. Do our work, go home. I'm not there to talk about my business, to talk about what's going on in my life, my children, my husband, none of that. I don't get down like that. I don't want to know. And I don't want to know that from other people. Like, I don't want to know your business, because that's how gossip starts. That's how issues start. That's how mess starts. Like, I don't want to know. Don't tell me nothing about that. I mean, cool surface things, your children, whatever, that's fine. But just, I prefer not. But me, I'm always the type of person, I'm off alone. People will go to lunch together, they'll eat in the lunchroom together, they'll walk together, whatever it is. That's just not me, and I prefer not that. And a lot of these jobs, they want you to intermingle outside of just your normal job description. They want you to intermingle and let people inside and know what's going on with your life and different things like that. That ain't me. Like, it's none of your business. I don't want to share my life with nobody. There are only few select people that I actually share certain things with. So what makes you think I want to share with coworkers? Like, just know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very selective of my circle. So I don't want to do that with coworkers. We here to work and go home, okay? But cost of life is very, very toxic. And with that job, when I left that job, when I finally resigned from that job, and they really didn't want me to, when I resigned from that job, I left with extreme anxiety. Like I said, it exacerbated it to the point where it just heightened it up. Remember I said I managed it. It made it worse. I was so depressed. I was lethargic, tired, because I was anxious and depressed. I developed some type of something was going on with my stomach. Like, it really did a number on me, where I guess I internalized it so much, it made my stomach like horrible. Like, I couldn't barely eat. I had like acid reflux. I had indigestion. My stomach would be tore up. I'm thinking something is really wrong with me. Like, my stomach would growl. It would make noises. It would feel like it's churning 24/7. I really thought something was wrong with me. I thought I had ulcers or whatever. Like, it really tore me up, and I internalized that stress so much. And it's like they want so much out of you, out of a job. And when you do go above and beyond, because that's what they expect, even though you don't get the above and beyond pay, they put more work on you. So you, the person doing everything that they ask you to do, plus going above and beyond, they don't give you above and beyond what you deserve. They just give you above and beyond more work. The other people who are there, who are doing bare minimum, they're still there, carefree, stress-free, chilling, laughing, talking with, managers, having friendships and everything. I'm just like, how? You see these people, you see their stats. Y'all look at stats every week. You see these people. What do you say to them in these coachings and these meetings? Like, you get on me if I'm just this much down in a certain area, but these people are lacking. Yeah, I get more work and they don't. It's just... And I found, like, over years, I was like, okay, I felt lost, because I was like, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? Because it feels like the window of opportunity of, being 21, 25 and building your way up a corporate ladder, or aspiring to be in a management position or a big role or anything like that. When you start hitting your late 30s and your 40s, I'm going to say I ain't care about that no more. A lot of people say they don't, but I say I don't care about that no more. Just let me do my work, get paid what I'm supposed to get paid, and go home. I don't want to manage nobody. I don't want to do none of that stuff, because it's stress with that. It's stress with being an entry-level worker, but it's also stress with being a team lead and a manager and a supervisor and all that. I don't want any of that. I don't want to deal with any of that. And so, like I said, I felt lost, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? People are saying, people think of you and they think that you're supposed to be on this level by now. You're 40 something, you should be this level, you should be making this money, you should drive this car. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, what everybody think at this point, what makes me happy? And you have to come to that realization. And there were certain things intertwined in my life. I had a spiritual journey, spiritual awakening, just kind of gained a lot of spiritual insight, and, kind of left a religious route and just really gained my spiritual bearings. So there were certain things where I had to go through to be able to understand and have the time to be able to study and research and get to where I am at this point right now in my spiritual journey. So I believe that there's a purpose for everything. And so there was a reason why I had to go through certain things, because any other time, if I was working my way up a corporate ladder, I wouldn't have the time to be able to do certain things. But like I said, at some point in time, I felt lost, and I was just like, what do I do? No more than 2 years ago, I started doing deliveries. Moved to a new city, started doing independent deliveries. So, you have Uber and, like the grocery stores and different things like that. I started doing deliveries. And I was like, what? You can actually make this much money? Like, but my mind was still somewhat set on, no, I need to have PTO. I need to be able to do certain things. I need this. So, even though I was enjoying it and I was enjoying the freedom, because I was like, I was able to deliver from early in the morning to about 3 or 4, go pick up my children, go home, cook dinner, just do what I need to do. And it was like, I didn't have to ask for time off. I didn't have to, worry about being late, worry about lunch, worry about breaks, worry about none of that stuff. It was just like I was managing my own time and my own workload. So I know how many deliveries I needed to do to make this amount of money, what time I wanted to work, when I'm going to take my break to get me something to eat. A lot of times I don't eat certain things because I have a specific diet. So I would pack my own snacks, my own lunch for delivery. So when it's time for me to eat, I eat my fruit, I eat my little cracker snacks, or I eat my little lunch. And you know what I mean? It was just managing your own time like a responsible, mature adult does. You understand what I'm saying? And not having to be bogged down by a 9 to 5 and just feeling very depressed. I remember at one specific job that I had, I was like, this can't be it. This can't be life. This can't be it. I feel robotic. I'm just going through the motions and I'm not even paid what I'm worth. You know what I mean? And even these entry-level positions where you try to negotiate, yeah, I know I have experience in call center admin and whatever, but when you try to negotiate with these companies, there's no negotiation. I'm like, I have a whole degree. I've been working for this many years. No, it starts at $10 an hour. No, it starts at 13. What? How the hell you think somebody's supposed to pay their bills? No, it starts at 15. What is that? And I know different, the cost of living is different in every state, but it don't matter. 15 don't work for nobody, 10 don't work for nobody, 13 don't work for nobody, 16 don't work for nobody, 17, 18, I mean, you could kind of manage that, but that's still kind of like, what a 20 and above? Like, what? They don't want to pay people what they're worth. Like, how are we supposed to make it? And it's like they want people to work 2 and 3 jobs. I know so many people that work 2 and 3 jobs now, plus try and run their own business, get their business off the ground. Like, it takes a lot of energy to be able to run a business. Like, I'm really trying to get my business back off the ground. Lost a lot of customers at this point in time. A lot of customers, every time I kind of, scale my business back or closed it or ceased operation, when I came back, a lot of customers came back with me. But at this time, the last time that I did that, I don't have no customers. So it's kind of like, you trying to build yourself back up. And every so many years, marketing changes, the job market change, customers change, their needs change, their wants change. You have to change with the times. And it's like, if you don't, you're left in the dust. And so I'm at a point now where I see that I may have to take, marketing classes and figure out how to market myself and my business and different things like that, because things are changing. And it's like, things are definitely different from 4 years ago, like pandemic 2020. Like, it's just, to wrap this up, because it's about a 20-minute video, all I want to say is, your health is more important. Your family is more important. I know people say that, but we got to pay bills. But, dude, if you end up in a hospital, if you end up passing away, if you end up with debilitating ailments because of your job, you gonna eventually have to quit anyway. So find something that works for you. And a lot of people at this point in time right now are figuring out that delivery jobs is, even though you gotta hustle, you gotta get up, you gotta make your deliveries, but it's on your own terms. And you don't feel as stressed. And you don't have to ask for days off. And you don't have to ask to take a break. And you don't have to, if you want an hour lunch, you can have an hour lunch. You can have an hour and a half lunch. You can have a 2-hour lunch. You could work in the morning, take a whole break in the afternoon, and start back at night. It's really up to you. It's time management, but it leaves it up to you on how you want to make money and how you want to do things. And so at the end of the day, Find out what works for you. Stop letting these jobs stress you out. Don't let these jobs kill you. Work smart, don't work hard. And as I'm telling you this is solidifying and reiterating to me what I need to know and what I need to do. So let me know what you think about this topic. Have you experienced the same thing? Let me know in the comment section. Peace.